Hello, and welcome back to our Features and Enhancement Spotlight. We're going to look back at Q3 and check out what SmartEtailing has been working on.
Exciting.
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
We do. Where are we starting?
Let's kick it off at Site Search.
Site Search, that is fun. Let me get to where. So Site Search. So when you're in Site Manager, things are laid out pretty well. Not too tough to figure out where they are, but some of these have lots of options within them. And so Site Search lets you come right up here, and let's say we wanted to look at stock status management. We can search there. We get two sets of results in a lot of cases. One will take you right to that section in Site Manager. But also if there's Help Center documentation on that, you'll also have an option for that as well. So in this case, I'm just going to go right to it and click that, and it takes me right to Commerce and Stock Status Management and where I can update Stock Status Management. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, super handy. I mean, we try to make it intuitive and have that side menu be, make sense and be easy to find things. But as someone who, my job was solely working on retailers' websites, and now it's been a couple years, sometimes I go in and kind of fumble around. So this is a really great kind of little cheat sheet, and it kind of offers everything up, both where to find what you're looking for into your site manager and some Help Center articles to kind of guide you along. So
yeah, I think so. And you also we've always had this need help piece down here for the Help Center, but this gives it more of a context sensitive feel. And I think for our merchants, because some stores, there's one person that does everything, but some stores, there's somebody whose job it is to work on e-commerce, and there's somebody whose job it is to work on the pages that are on the site. And so if you have to fill in for somebody, you may not be familiar with where everything is. This makes it really easy just to go down and find anything you're looking for. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's kind of goes along with the, work smarter, not harder. And hopefully we can help with that.
Yeah. What's next, Susie?
Sweet. Well, what about, I think this is a highly anticipated, what about our Klarna integration?
Yes, that's been, a lot of people have been looking for that. So that's released, and you go to settings and then payment settings, and you'll see Klarna as a separate option now, in addition to WePay and PayPal. And it's pretty simple to set up. You just create the account, start the connection process. I won't go through that now. And it takes you to the Klarna website. If you have an existing Klarna account, you can use it. So if you're using Klarna via your point of sale system or for any other reason, you should be able to use that existing Klarna account. You'll want to generate, and there's, by the way, in the Help Center, there's there's documentation for this. It walks you through the process. There's a video that walks you through the whole thing. But if you've got an existing account, you still want to generate new credentials. So you don't want to reuse credentials across different platforms. So you'll generate new credentials, but you can certainly use the existing account. If you don't have an existing account, you can use this sign up button right here, and it'll take you to the Klarna website to create a new account.
Yeah.
And this is part of the very popular trend these days to buy and enjoy now and pay later for the things that you like to play with.
Yeah, I believe it kind of depends on your account or your contract with Klarna. So there's to be like the traditional kind of financing, or the you pay in for, which is becoming very popular. Yeah,
that's true. That's a good point. SmartEtailing, we don't really see any of that. So we don't know what your account settings are, or if you're approved for one or the other setup, or what your limits might be. We've seen some limits that, around $2,500 or $3,000 and more, but we don't know any of that. We just, the behind the scenes are talking to Klarna to enable that on the site. And there's some really cool on-site messaging. So on a product detail page, and you won't be able to see that on this demo site, because obviously I can't set up, a financing option. But once you get yours set up as a merchant in this area, just like there is for PayPal financing, there's a note for Klarna, and based on your settings, like you said, it'll give you that pay in for or financing option, so the consumer can see that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited about Klarna too. I think it's one of the more recognizable financing options for retailers. I believe it's on, major bike brands and other major retailers that people are visiting, especially this time of year. I think this is a great time of year to have released this. We're kind of going into the holidays. People are really looking for additional options at checkout, and kind of all research shows that having an integrated financing option like Klarna with those payment options does increase ticket amount. Wait, what?
Average ticket size.
There we go. Average ticket size.
Yeah, it does. And I think it just makes it simpler. And you want to enable that on-site messaging because if somebody's checking out, if they question either do you have financing, like they proactively wanted it, or they look at that $2,000 or $800 thing and go, ooh, I'm not sure. You want them to see right then they could break that $800 thing into 4 equal payments or whatever your settings are and finish the checkout process. And that's exactly how it works. So it doesn't take them out of the flow of checkout.
Yeah, exactly. Really great point. And along with that on-site messaging with the product detail message, what about like a library page? I believe we have.
Yeah, so there's other messaging that Klarna provides, and it's really fun because they maintain that, and basically there's a little snippet of code that takes that page and pipes it into your website. So I think we're going to have library pages that have that, because that code's kind of generic. You have to set it up in the first place, which you do in the setup of Klarna, again, in the Help Center in the video. And after that, you can place these other, what they call placements. One of them's a landing page. It talks all about Klarna. It's very consumer friendly. There's some other little placements like the, a place in the footer and all that kind of stuff. So it's really helpful, and they've done a great job with the resources, and we can help pipe those in. If you need help with that, of course, reach out to Client Success. They'll walk you through it. If you're on one of the agency maintenance or marketing programs, just let your rep know, and they'll help you get that stuff configured.
Yeah, and if you do add this to your site, just a reminder, make sure that your customers know that this is an option, especially maybe as part of your holiday marketing. Just a little mention in your emails as a subtopic. If you do like a holiday gift guide, make sure that that's in there somewhere. Just let us know if we can help.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a good one.
Sweet. I would say, well, we have some more holiday things, but I think this is also kind of a holiday shopping tool that we want to revisit would be quotes. So we did release quotes, I think last quarter, was it?
We'll have to go back and review one of the earlier feature enhancements videos.
Yes. Yeah, but such an awesome tool for following up with a customer. Maybe a customer has picked out some items that they want to add to kind of a wish list. They can have you email that directly to a loved one as like a little shopping list, and they can, write in their email, they can link to your website and check out with those. Yeah, this would be a loaded cart. It's what it would be. So.
Yeah, and the new part of that for this quarter is the ability to attach a customer to that. So before, you'd send it if somebody purchased it or checked out using that quote, then of course they'd fill in their customer information. But now you can actually have a test customer in my little test site called Test Order. So you can actually attach that customer to the quote, and that way you'll see it in your list and things, and can keep track of it a little easier. Because since it's that time of year going into the fall, I'll do a light. So that product's added, I can email the cart, and the from address would be the merchant in the store. In this case, I'll make it me. And you can put a nice little message in there. And then if I want to have a copy to me as the retailer, I can check that box and then email the cart. So super easy to set up, quick to do. And when that shopper gets that email, they can click that button. They get dropped right in your shopping cart. Easy to check out. Where they can, they can also add other things to the cart while they're there. But at least they get that. They get checked out, and you can keep track of it a little easier now that you can attach the customer to it.
Yes, that even got Clementine excited.
I miss Clementine. Hopefully we'll see her soon in the new office.
Yeah, she'll make an appearance from time to time. Maybe we'll have a Spotlight Enhancements doggy episode, doggy edition.
Well, I think with every one of these going forward, we should have a section that deals with the pets in the office.
Yes, updates. We could talk about new adoptions.
Yes.
New doggy additions. Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll do that for Q4.
Yes, the team has been enhanced by this new cat named Cakes. That's on my list of cat names.
Well, we know at your house there will be more critters.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're already sidetracked, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. But one of the guys I coach with, he has a coworker who'd found a kitten on their property. Like now, I mean, I guess a few weeks ago, the kitten's like 7 weeks old, and so they're looking for a new home.
It's not going to be my home.
That might be my home.
Could be your home. There you go.
Yes. And I think I am going to name it Cakes.
I like it. I like it.
Yes.
Okay, so back to Q3 enhancements.
Why we're here.
While we're here talking about animals.
Yeah, we kind of talked about the holidays. We are rolling into potentially one of the busiest kind of shopping times of the year. And we've released a ton of new complimentary content for retailers to use on their websites for the holidays. I think it's worth kind of shining a light on those, helping people utilize them.
I agree. I put one of them on my little test site here because we created a video for this as well that helps you find this content in the library and get it installed, including the homepage graphics. This is the one I chose. I like this little graphic. It's fun. But I don't remember how many. Do you remember how many? There's 3 or 4 or 5 pieces in the library.
I think over the course of the holidays, we are going to have upwards of pieces of content, probably like 8 to 10. We did some just homepage graphic only. So there's like a gift card one that just recently got released. You see Small Business Saturday. So some simpler ones. Those are great. Maybe I would add that like really now, like maybe lower on your homepage. You can save that kind of top hero spot for that gift guide like Mark had up. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's cool. I hadn't seen that yet.
What about premium content? Do we have any of that going?
We do. We have lots of good premium content. Do you want me to send over a link, or you've got it?
I think I've got it. So it's
up on the website.
There is some plan your holiday marketing. Get started.
This is the most I have ever seen our agency and creative team create for the holidays. There's so many awesome options. I'm really excited about them.
Me too.
Yeah.
And this one in particular, if you're a old cycling geek, this has got the look of that vintage cycling jersey sort of vibe to it. So I like that one.
Well, I love it. It's like festive, but it's not overly Christmas. It doesn't come across overly Christmas to me. So we've got those couple gift guide options.
And then here's one of the landing pages.
I love this what's on your wish list section. I think that's a really fun, you could kind of personalize it. It's kind of a like, this is what we love and why. And I think there's something really powerful about that coming from the experts at your shop. We built our content, all of our available content, whether it's this, really content rich, beautiful premium content, or our, more focused on easy to shop landing page options. Library landing page options is what I meant to say. Is we kind of built everything out according to this kind of tried and true plan that really makes sure that you're showing your customers something new every month or throughout the holiday shopping season. So here's the plan that we kind of stick with was, October. So as soon as possible, maybe kind of merchandise like a curated, maybe a holiday gift guide, link that from your homepage, have a nice landing page with some easy to shop sections. It just makes sure people are landing on your website and it feels intentional. You're kind of inspiring them to shop and showing that you're like a holiday shopping destination and you're here to help with all their needs. Come November, maybe switch over to something a little bit more sales oriented, maybe a promotion to kind of line up with a big promotional season with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. If you're looking for some tips or maybe some guidance, or just, let us know. But just some few things, like make sure people know how to shop, the ways that they can shop with you. Buy online, pick up in store, just the convenience, things like that. And then switching over to December, you can kind of come back to a modified gift guide in some way. Maybe it's last minute gifts. Really kind of lean on that local shopping, buy online, pick up in store, to ensure they get their gifts on time. You could do some fun curated things with like maybe shop by price, or maybe you're looking at like stocking stuffers or little gifts for Hanukkah, things like that. Just make it easy for them. That's kind of how we've lined it out.
Yeah, and like you said, the library pages are part of everybody's subscription, so no additional charge for those. There's a great video and instructions on how to install those. These premium content packages, which are a lot richer because we can be more specific in these, whereas the library content, we have to make sure a broader audience can use them. These include the landing page, the homepage graphics, email and social graphics, and all the copy that goes with it. Each package is $400. And if you do 3, then there's a discount to $9.99 for the 3.
Yep. Yeah. And, you'll see maybe some of these have some brand photos. We're happy to swap those out. That's no additional charge. Yeah.
Excellent. So let's see.
Yeah. So should we talk a little bit about the Googles?
Yes. It's always good to talk about the Googles. I mean, they're a little company, so we like to give them a little bit of a pat on the back here and again when they do good things.
We do what we can.
Sure.
Yeah.
What did Google do now?
What did Google do now? So, we've already done some work to make sure that retailers with the SmartEtailing websites, product detail pages show up really nicely in search, in the search results on Google. But now Google has so kindly made an enhancement so those appear even better to your searchers.
Yeah, isn't that nice? So we did that work to build, I think the term is structured data, so that behind the scenes search engines like Google know that a product page is a product page. But until now, you had to be using Google Merchant Center to get the full effect. It's always valuable, but to get the full effect of the way Google displays rich content, you had to use Merchant Center and have the products in there. The change they made fixed that so that a broader range of products, even if you're not using Merchant Center, can get displayed in that rich fashion. So they made a change, which actually made work we did a couple of years ago more valuable. So that worked out really well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just nice. It's nice that we get to work together so closely, and
I'm sure Google. We got to help them. They're a small concern, and whatever we can do to help them show off more is good. So finally, they made that change and caught up to us. So we're thankful for that.
But we joke, but Google does favor local results. So just another reason it's important to have a shoppable website with product rich catalog.
Yep. They definitely try and get those results to be local. And that's a good thing, because sometimes we get asked the question, well, how am I supposed to compete across the country? And the truth is, you're not really, unless you choose to, you're not really competing for national results in organic search. It is hyper localized. So this is just one more thing where even if you haven't taken the step to use Merchant Center, and you could, especially with our platform, because Google does have a free shopping campaign thing that you can set up. Well, we can help you set it up. Doesn't cost anything. But even if you're not doing that, now because we've got that data behind each product page, it's going to be displayed in a more rich fashion, like some of the other products have been in the past.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Very cool. Are you ready for the most exciting of topics?
What's that? Could it be about taxes?
Taxes.
I don't want. I can't get excited about taxes.
No, personally, no.
No, but for this,
but if we can make it,
for this, it is exciting.
If we can make it easier for retailers to deal with collecting sales tax, then that's exciting.
That is exciting. Yeah. And we did that. Tell us about what we did.
So we've enhanced our tax chart integration. So retailers in the states that should be collecting origin-based sales tax can more accurately collect tax on online orders.
Yeah. It's good to be accurate.
Yeah.
That's what the whole tax jar integration was about.
Yeah.
So I think that's important too. And it's not that many states, and it's in the Help Center. We'll put a link in the description. Actually, I can even show you now while we're talking. But, some states, if you're shipping in state, you collect tax where that order's going, where the buyer is. And that can get really cumbersome because, there could be hundreds of jurisdictions in there. So some states are origin-based. You collect the tax based on where the seller is. And so those states are listed here in the Help Center. Of course, now anything about taxes, we're always going to ask that you consult your tax professional. But here's a list of the states that we believe and know to be origin-based. So if you're in one of those, that changes in place. And so it'll make it easier for you to collect accurate taxes. And these are, of course, the remaining states. There's only two flavors, origin-based or destination-based. But that's a big enhancement that should make it easier to collect the correct taxes. It should make you more competitive in your market. And we're excited to get it out there.
Yeah, and so you can see at the bottom of that Help Center article, there are just a few simple steps to configure that. Got some screenshots, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and it's you'll find that in settings and sales tax in this section here. And you can only have one origin. So if you have multiple stores, you'll choose one as your main store for those origin-based taxes, but you select that. I'm not going to select it here because I have made up addresses in my thing. It makes a big red ugly error if I do that in my little test site. But that's where you configure that.
Yeah. Cool. Another good feature kind of roll into a busy shopping season. Hopefully we'll make things run a little bit smoother for everybody.
That's as exciting as something about taxes can get.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, taxes.
Is that the end of the enhancements for Q3, Susie?
That is the end of the enhancements for Q3. If you'd like to hear more about my next cat adoption, you're welcome to reach out directly to me. I'm thinking, carb, baked goods based names. So bagel, cakes, muffin, something along those lines. I already have a waffle. He's freaking out. So, if anyone has any thoughts, please share with me.
Questions, names, suggested names, get those to susie.l@smartetailing.com.
Yeah, if you want to talk about SmartEtailing websites and the work that we're doing, and you're doing as a shop, please reach out as well.
Yeah, we can do that too. All right, this has been fun. So we'll look forward to the next batch of great enhancements and talk to everybody again early in Q4, believe it or not. Or at Q1, I guess, looking back at Q4. Can't believe
I'm going to be a year older then.
You're already most of a year older now.
Yes.
I just became a year older.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
But
again, I did wish you birthday on your birthday.
You did.
Okay.
Yes, everybody did. It's very nice. Everybody loves to remind the old people when they're getting old. But again, it is Q4. But at the beginning of Q1 2023, we'll look back at Q4 2022, and we'll see what fun things we've come up with between now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Susie.
Thank you.